This is my walking stick. Helps me walk when my legs are fucking up. And this, well, this is my running stick. Be careful when you're doing bits that involve like smacking the computer area, because especially if it's a walking stick that comes apart like that, because you're just gonna run into issues. And also accidentally undid one of my buttons. Oopsie, showing off too much hair. Ooh. It has been a while since I've done one of these things. Even I've tried recording a few, but they never worked out well. But today we have some things we actually have to tackle. Let's get this fucking stick out. Nothing important, but we're going to be doing a little bit of a moan about. First things first is a certain shop in the UK that I've had some issues with recently. Second one is a particular favourite music video of mine. And the third one is something I've been meaning to have a moan about for a long time, a long fucking time. If you know me, you've already heard me moan about this for God knows how long. I don't know why I brought the chair over here. I have to move it for the next section. It's not a relative prop for this part, but this is, however, this, as you might be able to see, is an exercise bike cycle. It has its electrical components, mainly a battery, but it's not really an electric bike. It's not part of the fact it's not really got any fucking wheels. I mean, okay, it's got two tiny little ones back here, but you know, they're not exactly going to get you from point A to point B, no matter how much pedal to the metal you're doing. Or as I said in the previous take, pedal to the metal. Win first place in a flower arranging competition with this motherfucker. Needless to say, I like cycling, hence why I purchased this in the first place a few years back. It was good for exercise up until I decided to start running instead, because it gets pretty hot in this flat. And you know, outside, some more fresh air, some of that vitamin D-ness. I was looking to buy an electric bike so that I could start doing some like Uber Eats, Deliveroo, Just Eat stuff, get some dollar on the side. Because God knows, I fucking need it. It's the UK, everyone needs money.
Spare change, man.
But I went on this website called Halfords. If you're not familiar with Halfords, they do bike cycles. Wow, wee wow. And I found this one electric bike for sale that was about, we're gonna use rough figures because I can't remember the exact price, so it was like 300 quid. I was like, ooh, that's not too bad. So I give them the phone. Alright, love, I'm inquiring about this bike A that I'm seeing here, and on the phone she goes, "Oh, I've not got that in stock." You know, they could have had that on their website, but it's not in stock. But whatever. By the by, okay, we'll go to the slightly more expensive one. That's 300. You know, a bit more out of my budget range, but you know, you can get like pay plan and stuff like that. But oh, not in stock either. Fucking hell. With that one not in stock, I go to the next higher one, which is about 400, and we'll just call it Bamboobi S. Bamboobi S. The S stands for small. It was the Bamboobi model in the S. I'm like, oh, is this one in stock? And she's like, oh, I'm afraid it's only in stock in Greenwich, which I don't live in Greenwich. I live more north of the country, and Greenwich is down in London area to the south, which, if you don't know, north and south are the opposite. I've learned something new today. So I get it. It's, you know, it's a little far away. With those three options out, I go to the Bamboobi M for medium, which is apparently people who are like 5'7", so my feet would be dangling because I'm a tiny little 5'6" person. But they're like, oh, this one's in stock. Finally, it took long enough. Only have to go to like 450, 150 above my original budget, but whatever. Yeah, we can get it to you. We just have to ship it from our warehouse in DC. I didn't really take geography in school, not especially. I went the history route. I don't want to know about rocks and landscapes. I want to know what happened throughout history on those rocks and landscapes. But, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, DC is a little further away than Greenwich. For argument's sake, we'll just say Scotland. I'm not in Scotland, but I'm in the north of England, so we'll just say Scotland for argument's sake. Which knows in England is Great Britain. It's plot of big bit islands in the sea. Scotland, England, Wales, and the other one that's nearby Ireland that's kind of distanced itself. Taking a plane to America soon to see my lovely partner. And that's like a 14-hour trip I'm taking. I know people in England hate to drive, but Greenwich isn't that far. And think of the environment, guys. Come on, you're gonna... Instead of just taking the one lorry, truck, or even putting on a fucking cargo train, and sending it up from London to the north, it's a little more environmentally friendly than taking it from warehouse, into truck, to airport, across the globe, to truck, to my house. The Amazon rainforest will not forgive this heinous act, Halfords. They won't. I spent like 40 minutes total on the phone to the lady at Halfords. 25 of it was doing a whole fucking like comedy sketch about like, this is ridiculous. She was like, oh, I'm gonna get in trouble with my higher ups being on the phone too long. And I was like, look, all these companies record these phone calls for like quality assurance and all that stuff. If you're listening, Mr. Quality Insurance, what is this bullshit? You're not, there's one in Greenwich for 40 quid cheaper, and you're gonna make me cost more to ship it from across the fucking globe? What's wrong with you? Great Halfords. Oh, Halfords, you make me laugh, you silly little bike company. I just want an electric bicycle, okay? I just want a road bike. This might be broke now. Halfords, I don't know what you're playing at, but just get me the bike, alright? Can't ship it from Greenwich, but we can ship it from DC. The nerve, the absolute cheek on them. Disgusting. We've covered our first topic. Now we move on to the second. This is the middle part of the story, where we kind of relax a little bit before I go on a mad rant at the end. If you remember from the last video like this, I started with covering High School Musical, which I know is a topic everyone can relate to. Everyone's seen the High School Musical films, don't lie to me. I know you watch them and sing you other music in your bedroom. You can't lie to me, I know. Bop, 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 bop to the top. Oh, that was going to be like a fart at the end, but I felt it coming out. It could have been a shit. I ain't betting on that right now. Not while I'm recording. Could you imagine that clip of like the guy and his mum is playing like COD and his mum walks in and she's like, "You're shitting yourself! Don't change!" He's like, "No!" That would have been me, except I live alone. So no one would have, I would have just been sitting on my own filth. Anyway, there is this band called, I believe it's Bradio, I don't know how to pronounce it. They're not English, so I don't know how to pronounce it. But they did the intro song to an anime called Death Parade, which if you haven't seen, you're not missing out, it's alright. There's better stuff out there. Come back, I kind of need you to, well now I've adjusted the microphone so it's going to mess up my whole recording. Oh, my hair looked so nice earlier, and now I've been sweating, prancing around in this heat, and it looks like a mess. So Bradio did the intro song to Death Parade, or that song was used for the intro to Death Parade. Now the actual music video for this song is so good. It is one of my like top 5 music videos. I love the use of a green screen. I especially love when it's not done well. It's hilarious. So there's this one part of it where they're at a pool table. They're at a pool table. Oh look, the prop comes back. Chekhov's walking stick. Let's just pretend this is the final act. So they're at a table. You've got the lead singer. He's standing at the table. He's setting up his shot. He's singing la 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 la. Setting up his shot. His 3 gents are standing behind him, and he takes his shot. And I should rearrange this so you can see it. He takes a shot, and if you've ever played pool or billiards or played with your balls before, you'll know that you do a little, you pop it. You don't scoop it. This motherfucker, he scoops the cue ball. You just ask him to like graze the green on the table and get kicked out of your pub. That's what you're asking for at that point. Wasn't as sturdy as I was expecting. I thought I could do a nice little lean, but no. That's one use. Obviously, it was a green screen because there was no table there. He was just scooping in the wild. Like a good Samaritan picking up the dog walker's mess. Well, the dog's mess. I've never seen a dog walker. His dog's too shy to shit, so he's like, "I'll do it with you, come on. Come on, Rover! Come on!" oh, the dog's gone, and the police are here. First example of the bad green screening is that. Then they have this great effect where it's such a mix of good and bad effects. Is why I love it. It's the contrast between them that makes it perfect. They have this bit where it's like the song goes like, but like the cards are being like dealt as it goes, and then you see the musicians on the cards as it goes by. It's wow. But later on, during the hit guitar solo. There's the guitarist is standing behind this big mountain, and he starts playing. It's like that's not how the song goes. I don't know how to play guitar. If I had sax in here, I'd summon him to do it. Oh God, where am I? Where am I? Help! 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 Didn't work. Anyway, so there's suddenly it's spawning more of him, and there's just like some kind of. I don't have. I'm using a new editing software for this video. I don't have enough knowledge of DaVinci to. Make multiple of me come out, especially when I'm not using any kind of chroma key. The lighting here sucks anyway, and it's difficult when you've got long hair to keep stuff out when you're bad at it. But there's multiple of the guitarists just going back and forth, and it's alright. It's just a bit dodgy. But the peak of dodginess when it comes to chroma keying, right near the end, after the solo, there's a big dance number, and they've got multiple clones of all the. So you've got the singer here. Other musician, other musician, other musician. They're in like a line, and they're doing this kind of like dance, you know. I'm just gonna throw that away, and I'll just do the Macarena. Yeah, so they're doing a dance, but the poor thing is that I assume these musicians, or at least one of them, does not have the capability to dance. They don't know how to dance, so they have dance doubles in their place for their bodies, and you might see where this is going. Their heads are then imposed upon the bodies, and it's not done well. their necks keep like disconnecting and breaking. Their heads just like hover, and the bodies are just like. Ooh. It's it's wonderful. I would recommend going to what the song slaps. It's as we refer to in the business, an absolute banger. The music video is fun. They have some good other music as well. I will say, it's not English. They did a song for a Japanese anime. Who would have known? So if you're one of those people who can't enjoy a song unless you can sing along to it, prepare to sing words you don't know. There's another song that I really like that is not really well known. It's a parody song that I love. I think I've put the most views onto this video on YouTube. If this video gets any kind of interaction from anyone, I'll talk about that next. Wow, give me one like, please. I was gonna do this bit where I never asked to like or subscribe in my videos, hence the start of the first one, or was it the start of the Shrek video, where I'm like, oh, like, comments, and the other one beats the shit out of me. That was gonna be the bit, but you know, fuck it, I have dignity. Please like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. Please! That hurt my thumbs. Now, we move on to the final act. Adverts, advertisements, TV adverts specifically. A good advert stands the test of time. It stays in your head forever. There's the blue car and the red car had a race for the Milky Way ads. I mean, on the same line, there was the Milky Bar kid. There was the old Lynx advert where the guy turns into chocolate and women are like eating his ass. Not in that way. They literally take a chunk out of his buttocks and chomp it down. If I was to say, this is for the English people out there, if I was to say 0800 00, comment it now. Fucking 1066. There was the de-weeder stuff. Where it was like the frog and the other animals in the garden going like, cheer up evergreen, something killing the weeds. The point is, a good advert sticks with you, and that's what they're designed to do. They stay in your head, so you think about the product, and even if you don't buy the product, you think about the product. The company I'm about to talk about, and their advertising methods, doesn't need any more pushing from me. Everyone knows about these fuckers, but I want to moan about them anyway. I don't know why. Car insurance, in general, seems to attract a lot of mascots. Maybe this isn't a thing outside of the UK, but we got Churchill, the bulldog bobblehead, who goes, oh yes, Oh, don't clip that. We've got some little red phone. I can't remember what they're for, but for another insurance thing. We've got the Go Compare Man, who's this large geezer, opera singing with a little Waluigi-esque moustache. He's like, Go Compare. Everyone got sick of him real quick. But one people have not got sick of, which I think they should have, because it's gone on for far too long now, is the meerkats. When I think car insurance, I think Russian meerkats. I don't know about you. And I think that's just cultural osmosis of the UK. Everyone knows these fucking meerkats. And I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. Not as much as I was sick of the McDonald's spoon straw nonsense. This is more of a bit. But they've been going around for years now. And the crux of this, of why they did this, was because the site is called comparethemarket.com. And market sounds an awful lot like meerkat if you're audibly dyslexic. The original advert was this Russian meerkat being like, I'm going to do a bad accent here. I'm mimicking a meerkat, nothing else. And it goes, people keep coming to compare the meerkat, looking for car insurance. Go to compare the market, not compare we compare meerkats. And then it's like, compare the market, not compare the meerkat. Simples. Ah! That's not, he gets like a little cuter noise, but I can't do it, so I just go, ah! This has been going on for too fucking long. We have a video here called Compare the Market, All Adverts and Sponsorship Compilations. Now, keep in mind that adverts are expensive to produce, expensive to put on TV, and they're very short. How long do you think this advert's going to be? Yet another opportunity for you to put something in the comments. Wow! 1 hour, 55 minutes and 11 seconds. Nearly 2 hours. And most of these adverts are like 30 seconds, 30, 40 seconds. You know an advert's been going on too long and outstayed its welcome? When there is law. There is law you can follow in these adverts that have been going on for years. If we go to the official comparethemarket.com website, yeah, their logo is now a meerkat. So the front page, personalized deals delivered by Auto Sergey. Oh, I forgot to mention, the Russian rich meerkat who owns comparethemeerkat.com, he has an assistant called Sergey. And Sergey now has an AI version of himself because it just wasn't enough. Where's the part on here where you can look at the meerkat? Oh, they've got pet insurance. Okay, hold up. Originally they were just car insurance, but they've evolved. These meerkats have allowed them to evolve to all kinds of insurance now. Home, travel, life, van, fucking hell, energy, broadband, pet, credit, fucking Christ, calm down. There's a part on their website, I don't know where it is anymore, where you could look at all the meerkats and their lore. Meet the meerkats, here we go. We have Alexander Orlov, the esteemed founder and CEO of comparethemeerkat.com. Discord, stop. I'm talking about meerkats. We're gonna go through all the characters here in this meerkat sphere. There's Alexander Orlov, the esteemed founder and CEO of comparethemeerkat.com. There's Sergey, the head of IT. We'll come back to you in a minute, Carl, you fucker. Originally it was just those two, yeah. And then eventually they're like, you know what we need? You know what sells? Babies. Let's get some baby meerkats in this. We got Oleg, a mere pup. We have Bogdan, another tiny meerkat. We've got the two baby ones, and then their teacher, Maya. We also have here Vasily, the music cat. His favourite festival is Meerfest, go figure. He used to play in a band called Motley Claw. Oh, we love a pun. There's also Yakov here. You know it's serious because I'm standing up now. I was saving this person for last. So recently what they've been doing with their adverts in the past few years, they've introduced yet another new character to this lineup. It's the one I skipped earlier. So picture this. I mean, you have to picture, I'll probably show clips on the stream. Alexander and Sergey are at an airport. Alexander's like, oh, we're waiting here for my nephew. Where is nephew? And Sergey's like, oh, I don't know, because that's how Sergey talks. And then it pans over to the escalators, and down comes this bumbling buffoon wombat. So, oh, hi guys. Oh, I'm not even going to do an Australian accent. I'll do the Russian one. I won't do Australian. I will do this though. So down comes this bumbling twat. He's like, oh, uncle, hello. Hugs Alexander. He's like, Sergey, I got you this present. It's a frog. And him and Alexander just walk away. So Sergey's left here holding this assumingly poisonous or venomous frog, since it's from Australia. We know what Australia is like with its animals. And airport security and the airport dogs dive him. They bundle him like he's done something deserving, like Hassan or something. Because yeah, that guy deserves airport security. Right, checking his rear. Sergey's probably on some watch list now, and no-fly list, definitely. After Sergey's bundled and assumedly been fingered by the TSA, the message comes across the screen. It says, "Don't wombat it, meerkat it." The original point of the whole conception of this advert was that meerkat kind of sounds like market, or spells like it. What motherfucker is confusing market for wombat? Like, I'm not gonna pretend that I have dyslexia, but how bad is your dyslexia? Compare the market, people. That you think wombat could be misconstrued for market. And that's not even to go with the fact that those meerkats have been up the ass of IMAX for the past 5 years. Nearly all adverts that they've done are like, when you get insurance, get free cinema tickets to any film, you know. And then they dress him up as Iron Man and shit. You can get plushies. Because when I want car insurance or any kind of insurance, I'm like, good deals or a little plushie. But before I finish off on this meerkat rant, I just want to say two things. I want to go over a little bit of the descriptions on the website, word for word, what they say. So we'll go for Alexander's description, because they've got a picture, they got their name, skills, expertise, education, and hobbies, and then they got little like character notes. And I will read them out exactly how they are written. And I'll do it in my mockingly British accent. I am handsome and success business cat, and have many claws in many pies. Despite being talent singer and acro cat. I don't even know what that's meant to be. An actor, like an aristocrat or an actor, whatever. I follow in footsteps of my ancestors and take over family business of compare meerkats. Okay. We'll do Sergey next. Sergey is very old. It is difficult to date him exactly, but I estimate him no less than 77. How long do meerkats live? 12 to 14 years? Put him down! Put him down! What's he running on? Jesus! Just let him die. Sergey's tired. Justice for Sergey. What Sergey lack in social skill, he make up in understanding of the computer mabob. As well as being head of IT, Sergey is also head of my tea. I like it milky. I don't like head and milky being in the same line, but okay. We're gonna go to, who are we going to? There was one of these that I read that made me giggle. Oh, was it Bogdan? Okay, Bogdan, one of the children meerkat, the meerpups as we call them. He likes squeaking loudest. That's his favourite pastime. Squeaky. Bogdan is a mischievous little meerpup who has currently received teachings at primary school. Bogdan, very smart pup, but he is prefer show off and climb trees. He is always get into troubles and is all-time record holder for longest wearing of school's dunce hat. When not being made sit on naughty step, Bogdan like play football, borrow sleigh race and dig for grubs. At night he dream of lift GP trophy, just like his hero, racing driver Fernando Alonso. I'm not going to pretend to know who Fernando Alonso is. I assume it's some kind of pun on fur. Is this the deciding fact? What's going to help push me over the edge for one insurance company to the other? You know, I was thinking about going with Churchill or Compare the Markets. They got some good deals. But you know, Bogdan wore that dunce hat. I'm allergic to meerkats. If I had just one wish, just one, it would be for more wishes. No, it would be to be a fly on the wall for the meeting where this idea was first pitched. Just imagine these serious business people around a big old oval table, and one's like, I've got an idea. Market meerkat. What was the reaction of all the other people around him? Were they like, fucking genius, get this raise, man, raise! And or did they flip the table in anger? And more to the point, the person who came up with this idea, where are they now? Are they relishing in the millions of meerkat monies they've made? Or do they sit there and regret what they've bought upon this earth? I know which one I'd be. Both. Enjoy that. Enjoy it while it lasts. That's some fibre. That's some serious fibre up in your nostrils there. I don't understand why it's still going. Why these meerkats are still a thing. Just let them die already. Sergei's 77. That's way longer than a meerkat should live. Just put them out of their fucking misery. They won't know, because they've got cinema tickets to sell. They've got warehouses full of plushies of meerkats that people don't want anymore. There's only so much car insurance people can buy, you know? Like, we talked about Halfords and the bike mishap. We talked about the Brady music video with the green screen, and we talked about those fucking meerkats finally. I've been wanting to talk about these meerkats for ages. If you know me in real life, then poor you. But if you know me in real life, you know that I talk about these meerkats. Fucking stop it! Just put it down. The original advert was like from years ago when I was a kid. There was like this woman. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But doesn't matter. Advert's dead. Doesn't fucking matter. They've now got nearly 2 hours worth of adverts for these fuckers. Bogdan, you're a son of a bitch, Bogdan. Don't ever come back into my mortal plane, Bogdan. We don't want you here. You're not welcome. Bogdan, more like prick, as our good friend Alexander would say. Fuck off. Simples. So yeah, there's a walking stick, there's a running stick, and here's my creeping stick. Right, and we're gonna do an end sync now in 3, 2, 1. Love you all. What?